seen a lot of people asking lately, you know, like online and you know, just all over the place, really, just like how to apply lashes. There's a lot of videos on here, but anyways, I just figured I would make my own. So if you want to know how to apply lashes like a pro, then just keep on watching this video. Okay, there we go. So not sure if you could tell, but I am already wearing mascara. Not a whole bunch, just something really simple, just so that my lashes are black. I'm so sorry, y'all. Yeah, so I just have on the Victoria Beckham mascara. It doesn't really matter what kind of mascara you use, you just need black mascara. You can pick one up from the beauty supply store, and this is what the lashes look like that I will be using. As you can tell, they're very, very, very natural. I like to use lashes that have a clear band because to me they look a little bit more natural on the eye. The band is also really, really, really thin, which makes it so easy to apply super close to your eye. With it being clear as well, you can get away with not having to do a liner. I'm wearing a wing liner because that's also one of my tips. Adding a liner definitely helps, because basically it creates that black line right by your actual eye line. So if you apply the lashes and they're not, let's say you don't get it exactly on your lash line, you don't have that weird gap between your lashes and the false lashes. So if you have like a darker color, you do not have to do a wing liner. You can just use some dark brown shadow, just something to make it a little bit darker around your eye. And you don't have to do it to the top and bottom if you don't want to, because you know, sometimes that could get a little crazy and give you raccoon eyes. Two other things that I have, that these are definitely a little bit extra, but I love them and they help, especially if you are a pro. So this little fan I got off Amazon. Love it, love it so much. So basically when you apply your glue to your lashes, it'll take a little second to dry depending on what kind of glue it is. Some glues take a long time and some don't. Also so this will basically just help you get that glue dried up a little bit faster. You can, if you're working on a client, I got a little strand of hair in here. If you're working on a client, you can either ask them to just hold it for you while you like do something else, so you don't have to waste time, or you can just hold it real quick. Also, this is really good too after you, like while you're applying. If you blow it on their face, I've found that it helps with the eyes watering. So if you have like really sensitive eyes, get you a little fan. It'll definitely help you out a lot. And then of course a mirror. I say this is optional because if you have a bathroom mirror, you can just stand in front of your bathroom mirror, but a handheld mirror definitely will just make this so easy, because you can hold it basically like this at an angle and look down. So now let's get into the application. I'm going to show you two different ways that I love to apply lashes, and there's tons of different ways you can do it, by the way, so this is not, you know, it. But basically the first thing you want to do is you want to just gently hold your lashes like this, and then just pull down on them just a little bit at a time to get it off there. That way, by doing it gently, you don't like risk pulling out any hairs out of the lash. You don't ruin your lashes, especially if you have nicer lashes. You know, you don't want to ruin a $30 pair of lashes, do you? But anyways, so once you pull it off, you will see here, and I'm gonna go ahead and hold it with a tweezer so it's easier for you to see, but just grab it right here and then you'll see. So this clear band here, do you see that there is an extra little piece of the band? Okay, so hopefully you can tell, but there's a extra little tab on these lashes, like out on both ends. This is why you need the scissors. Let me show you on the back of my hand. There we go. So this is why you'll need the scissors, because basically that extra little piece that's hanging off there, that's what will like stick you in the inner and outer parts of your eye and make your, just make the lashes feel so uncomfortable. So you want to go ahead and trim those. You also do want to just basically come close here. If you have the handheld mirror, it'll be so easy for you as well, because basically you can just set it underneath your chin and just look down. So I'm gonna do that, and basically just set it on your eye. You always want to do this before you glue the lashes down, because that way you can kind of see the shape of the lashes on your eye. You can also see if you even like it, if they're long enough, like if you need to trim it, how much you need to trim off, and where. So basically that's what I like to do. I always do this on my clients as well, because you don't want to have to waste time, you know, doing all this process, then you put the lash on them and you're like, it's just not flattering. So that's that right there. So this kind of gives me an idea what it will look like before I glue it on, you feel me? And then you can kind of see. You could even take a picture just like this to see, you know, if it'll like cover up your eyeshadow or just whatever it is. You can just tell right now if you like it or not. I like it, so I will go ahead and I will just remove it so easily, and then I will start trimming the ends. I feel like the size of this was okay for my eye, so I'm not actually going to trim anything really off aside from the extra pieces on the ends, because I like when my lashes go all the way around. Depending on what day though, or what kind of look I'm going for, I might sometimes trim off a little bit off the ends. And if your lashes are too long, you always want to trim from the end, okay? So from the outer part of your eye, because most lashes are tapered, and basically you want to trim off the end part so that you don't end up just like trimming off the shorter part on the inner part of the lash, and then when you apply it you just have long, super long pieces on the inside of your eye right here, because that's a dead giveaway that, you know, it's just not natural. So now just trim off this little piece in here as well. Now lash is nice and trimmed. So to apply the glue, basically I'm using this super strong hold eyelash adhesive. I love using clear lash glue because black is messy, honey. If you get black lash glue anywhere on your face that it's not supposed to go, it's gonna be a hot mess to clean up. So get you some clear lash glue, okay? This one I just got at Sally's. It's at damn near every beauty supply store. It's from INV. I really like it. So you're gonna hold your lashes like this. So where I'm gonna apply the glue is basically, so if you can tell, there's a flat side on these lashes, so that part that's kind of like giving off a sheen already, it's already kind of a little bit sticky. That's the part that you will want to go ahead and apply your glue. I always like to make sure there's a little bit extra on both corners, because a lot of people have issues with the corners of their lashes sticking, and 9 out of 10 times it's just because there's really not enough glue on it. While this dries down a little bit, I could show you. So this is what it looks like. See, we got the glue just right there. That's how much glue I have on it. Now with this glue, I love clear glue also because while it dries, the color will change from being just this opaque white to kind of like a more bluish, translucent, basically transparent color. I don't want to wait for it to get all the way transparent because, you know, I like to apply it when it is tacky. That's my first tip. This is the most obvious way to apply lashes. This is how most pros do it. It's really very easy to do. So basically you just trim the ends, apply the glue, and just wait for it to dry down a little bit. I'm gonna use my trusty fan here, and I'm just gonna blow the lashes just to help speed this process up a little bit. Now I will say this to you, if you're a pro artist, you should never at any point in time be blowing on lashes, okay? But if you're at home doing your own lashes and you don't have, you know, the fan, obviously you would just blow on it. Makes it a lot easier. So you just, you know, and you do that. You don't do that for clients, just because when you're blowing, you know, there's a little moisture coming out your mouth and whatever. Just, your mouth is not a clean place, okay? And you should not be blowing on anything that is going on a mucous membrane on anybody's face. So you don't want to blow on it and then put it on their eye. Yeah, just don't do that, okay? And if you're a client and you see your makeup artist doing that, just be like, hey, sorry, don't want to be rude, but can you just use another pair of lashes, and can you just not blow on it? I don't mind waiting for the glue to just dry on its own. Just let them know, you know. I feel like that's polite enough to tell them, bitch, don't spit in my eye. But so it's drying down. This is one of those glues, honestly, that do not dry super fast. If you're a pro, you just do your research and just get a glue that dries in like 30 seconds or something like that. That might not give you a lot of time to work, but if once you got it down, like a quick drying glue will really just be your best friend, because you'll be able to just get it done real fast and just move on, okay? Okay, so this is how I like to have it before I apply it. I don't know if you can tell, it's still a little bit white, but you can see that it is definitely more blue. Can you tell? So some areas have definitely dried down. The ends are a little bit more white just because there's a little bit more glue there, so it's taking a little bit while longer to dry, which is okay. I like it like this. And then now what I would do is I will hold in the center of the lash, because I like to apply from the center of the lashes first, and then I apply the outer and then the inner corner. So I'm gonna take my mirror, let's try to come close here, look down, and I hold the lashes like this, literally upwards, and then I go behind my lash, I go downwards, and I apply the center. I'm going to pull this over. I got the outer end. I am just going to apply it as close to my lash line as possible. Push it down a little bit, and then this inner part here that's sticking up, just going to again hold it, and the inside, pull it kind of tightly down. Now the fact that the lash is tacky, it basically just adhered right away, which is why you like to do it when it's tacky. If the glue is too wet, it's going to keep lifting. And what I like to do is, so once it's applied, while it's tacky, I just go ahead, I look at it to make sure I like the placement before it's all the way dry. And once I approve it, I like it, then I start making sure that I hold down like the inner and the outer part while it dries completely. So basically I would just start kind of like moving these lashes downwards. You can flip your tweezer to the opposite end, and you can really just press down on that to just push it into your lash line. Just like that. And yeah, and that is a one eye. Now it's still gonna have these little white spots until it is completely dry. I like that because it gives me a little bit of room where basically if I place it somewhere I didn't like it, I could easily just take it up and just put it somewhere else. So now I'm gonna show you another way to apply it on the other side. Now this way, a lot of people don't do this, and I mean this is a little bit easier, but there's also a reason why I don't like this way, just because sometimes you just put too much and then it gets like sticky. like it's like sticky throughout the day, depending on what glue, especially if it's not a glue that ever dries down all the way 100%. So this other way, basically you're going to apply the glue directly to your eye, almost like a felt tip liner. Obviously you can only do this if you're applying your own glue, your own lashes at home. You cannot do this on clients, okay? So if you're doing it on clients, this is the way to go, but for yourself, this is like really easy. So again, take your mirror, look down. It's always easy to look down because basically if you look up, your lashes are just like all over the place, and you're likely to get glue on your lashes, and you don't want to do that, because that's how, like, when you remove your lashes, you end up with glue like stuck in your real lashes, and then when you remove the false lashes, basically you're pulling out your own lashes as well, and it's like painful. So yeah, you can avoid that by just looking down. So now what we're gonna do is, while looking down, I'm just gonna take this and as close to my lash line as possible. It's so hard to hold this and do it at the same time. Just get some glue on your lash line. Now while this is drying, basically now I'm gonna do the same thing I did on the other side, trim the lashes in, all that good stuff. Now this I didn't show you with the last lash, because honestly these lashes, it's not necessary for me to do this because the lash band is so thin. But if you are working on like thicker lashes, or just in general, it's always a good rule of thumb. So with the lash, what you want to do is you hold it on both ends and you kind of just like do this. What that does is it kind of like makes the lash a little bit less stiff, so it like will curve to the shape of your eye a little bit easier. It'll be more comfortable. You see that? Yeah. But these lashes, they're so thin and just flexible that you can see like it really just moved when I was doing that by itself anyways, really without any much effort. So now with doing it this way with the glue already on your eye, you don't have to put the glue on here. You can. I like to do that sometimes just to make sure, you know, like if I'm going somewhere where I know I'll probably be in water or something, I will definitely double glue it. So I'll put the glue on my eye and I'll put the glue on here just to make sure, you know, that this lash ain't going nowhere. Obviously I would also use a waterproof lash glue. Most times I'm using waterproof lash glue anyways. But anyways, again with the mirror, and just look down and basically just the same, just apply in the center, push it down. Look how easy that is, like so easy. Then take the outer part. When I take the outer part, I like to pull it out, apply this so easily, and same, take this inner part, grab it and pull it down. Literally, this is by far the most beginner friendly way to apply your lashes, but then this way is also like really easy. And then when it's dry, you can tell it's no longer like white, and you can go back in and you can just kind of like play around with it, push it in just to make sure that it's blended. This is also the time where you would take like your mascara and apply it with the false lashes at the same time, just so that they're blended together. I like to take my mirror and just look just to see if like my lashes are like glued into the falsies anywhere, and I like to just go ahead with my tweezer and just undo that right away. It's better to catch it like when you just do it than to not even realize until the end of the night when you're trying to take it off, because by then it's literally too late. So yeah, basically that's it. So easy. If you didn't have like a liner on already and you felt like, you know what, there's a little bit of space here, you could just take a liner like afterwards as well, and you can look down to wherever the band is and you could just apply some, just literally just right over top the band. Makes it so easy. This is not the cleanest, what do you call this, like liner application. I literally just hurried up and put this on just so that I could show you this. So, you know, ideally it would look a little bit better, but basically y'all get the point. Lashes are on. So easy. 2 different methods. Tell me your favorite one. If you tried it and it was like it's easy for you, just let me know, okay? I love to be helpful. And yeah, like I said, a lot of people have been asking like how you apply lashes, so this is it. It's just like so easy to me now. Yeah, I agree. When I just started doing makeup, lashes was definitely one of my, like, I really hated applying lashes, and I always felt like they just were too far away from like the actual lash line, which is why I started like just kind of like always doing liner just as like a fail-safe, because even now that I know how to do them, sometimes you're in a rush, and you know, with makeup you never get it perfect every single time. So you know, whatever works for you, just do that, okay? If there's another way that you apply lashes, drop it in the comments. You might be able to help somebody else out, or even me, you know? I'm always looking for good little tips. Anyways, that is it for this video. Thank you so much. Let me zoom back out. Oh, I am zoomed out. Anyways, thank you so much. If you found this video helpful, do make sure that you subscribe. I post lots and lots of makeup artist tips and tricks. I post tutorials, like I sit down and talk to y'all. I post fashion hauls. I post damn near anything beauty related. So yeah, if you're into the glitz and the glam of things, then do consider subscribing. And yeah, final look at these lashes again. And that's it. Until next time. Bye.